In the darkest chapter of the 20th century, as the Nazi regime rose to power in Germany, few dared to resist. Yet one man, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a theologian, pastor, and resistance fighter, stood firm against the tide of evil, even at the cost of his life. Born in 1906 in Germany, Dietrich Bonhoeffer was raised in a close-knit, educated family. His early years were filled with curiosity, but it was a deep calling toward God that led him into the world of theology, a calling that would one day be tested in the fires of political turmoil. As Bonhoeffer matured, so did a monstrous force in Germany. Adolf Hitler's rise in 1933 brought sweeping changes, turning neighbor against neighbor and faith communities into places of compromise. But Bonhoeffer saw the danger and spoke out, refusing to accept a church that bowed to Hitler's demands. At a time when so many remained silent, Bonhoeffer's theology called for active resistance. He believed in a faith that lived and breathed justice, courage, and compassion. The ultimate test of a moral society, he said, is the kind of world it leaves to its children. In response to the corruption of the German church, Bonhoeffer co-founded the Confessing Church, a bold movement dedicated to true Christian teachings. Here he trained future pastors in secret, away from the gaze of Nazi forces. Bonhoeffer's convictions went beyond words. He joined the German resistance, risking everything to help Jews escape and undermine the Nazi regime. Despite personal risk, he became a part of a plot to assassinate Hitler, a step he took after profound struggle, concluding that action against such evil was not only justified but required. In 1943, Bonhoeffer was arrested. Imprisoned, he continued to write, letters filled with courage and hope. He spoke of cheap grace, a faith that cost nothing, and costly grace, a faith worth every sacrifice. In his prison writings, he reflected on suffering, faith, and love for one's enemies. On April 9, 1945, just weeks before Germany's defeat, Bonhoeffer was executed. He was 39. But his life, his courage, his faith, and his unbreakable spirit left a lasting legacy that still challenges us today. His voice calls out from history, reminding us that true faith stands against evil, even when it costs us everything. Today, Dietrich Bonhoeffer's story inspires millions worldwide. His words encourage us to live boldly, to pursue justice, and to stand firm in the face of wrongdoing. This is the legacy of a man who refused to look away, who chose faith over fear, and who forever became a symbol of resistance against evil.